Yes, my phone number.
I can get your number anytime.
Yeah, you can call my number if you want to talk to me. Just let me know it's you. Say, hey, this your buddy Raheem. Say, okay, this is Mr. John. Say, yep, what's going on, Raheem? And I'll talk to you about whatever you want to talk about, okay?
Okay. John.
Yeah.
Do you have somebody pass away in your family?
Say it one more time.
Did somebody in your family pass away?
Not recently. I had an aunt that passed away about 2 years ago. My Aunt Janet. She passed away. She had a brain tumor.
Why a brain tumor?
Yeah, she had a brain tumor. Like she was going down. She used to work for the health department.
Oh.
She was going down the steps one day and she literally lost her breath and couldn't catch her breath and almost passed out, blacked out for a moment. And they had to she had to see what was going on. And she went and got a bunch of medical tests and pretty much told her that she had a tumor in her brain.
Like what? A tumor?
A tumor is like when you have, everybody has cells in their body, right?
Yeah.
Small cells like this, a trillion of them in their body, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes these cells clump together, and when the cells clump together, well, the truth is, most tumors are caused by parasites.
What are parasites?
Parasites are little small organisms that like to get inside of a person's body or something what they call a host and feed off of it because that's what helped them stay alive. Like, you ever seen a leech before? You know what a leech is?
A leech?
A leech. L-E-E-C-H. A leech.
No.
Okay, a leech is a parasite, and a leech is something that it attaches itself to the host, and it has teeth, and what it does is it bites into the skin and it begins to suck the blood out of whatever it attaches itself to. That's one example of a parasite. But there are many different types of parasites, and a lot of them are little small worms. And what I believe happened, I believe that my aunt may have had some parasites in her body that she wasn't aware of. And I believe that the parasites began to excrete waste into her body that she didn't know was there. And it caused her cells to clump together and grow. What they call a benign cell tumor. Mm-hmm. A tumor is something of a bunch of cells that come together and they begin to grow. And when they begin to grow, they have a purpose, but because they have clumped together and so the cells clump together to grow to protect the body. When parasites go inside the body, they eat. And when they eat, they make waste. And when they make waste, the waste goes into the bloodstream. And so the body's way of protecting itself is to encase it. You know, like when the baby goes into the diaper and poops?
Yeah.
How the diaper encloses all the poop?
Yeah.
The body will make a tumor to protect itself from the poop that the parasites excrete into the body. Does that make sense?
Like my baby brother?
Like your baby brother, in order to protect you, your parents put a diaper on him so that way when you hold him, when he poop, the poop don't get on you and get into the diaper. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the body makes a tumor to protect itself from the waste that's on the inside of the tumor, which were the parasites and the waste that they was putting out. And she didn't know that she had parasites, and she didn't know that she had a tumor. And the doctors did surgery on her brain, and she didn't recover all the way. She had the surgery to remove the tumor, and she had some health complications. After she had the surgery, she passed away.
That was sad.
Yeah, I know. I miss my auntie. My auntie was a good person.
You think I want to heaven like my mom?
That's a good question. Yes. I think you'll go to heaven like your mom.
I talked about your teacher. I talked about your teacher.
Oh, do I think my TT went to heaven like your mom?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think so.
Because if us passed away, I go see who passed away of our family with us if I go to heaven.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There is another place that we go to continue our journey, which is heaven.
And you don't want to go to the devil.
No.
Because they're hot when you're with the devil.
It's hot when you're with the devil?
Mm-hmm. Because my daddy made me off of him. So he wanted our names to mean like the devil. Because that's what our names mean.
That's what your name means?
Mm-hmm.
What does Raheem mean?
The devil.
No, Raheem don't mean the devil.
That was
That's not what your name means. Let me show you what your name means. You a good young man.
Mm-hmm. But sometimes I can be mad.
There's nothing wrong with being angry. You just have to learn how to control it and use it the right way.
Why does somebody mess with me and I get mad every time?
If somebody mess with you and you get mad, that's perfectly fine that you get upset. It's what you do when you get upset. What are your behaviors when you get upset and angry with a person? You have to learn how to resolve conflict even though you're angry. There's nothing wrong with having the emotion of anger. We all have that emotion. We all express it differently. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Being angry lets you know that there's something wrong that you need to fix. So, let's say somebody came in here and dumped some hair on my floor and I get angry, right? My anger is my awareness that there's a problem I need to solve immediately. That's why you get angry. You get angry because there's something wrong that happened that you need to fix immediately. So, when you get angry and you realize you're angry, the first step is to think, why am I angry? This person did this. How do I stop this person from doing this again? Now, you have to do something called conflict resolution, where you find a resolution to whatever happened to resolve it in a peaceful way, even though you're angry. See, just because you're angry don't mean you can't still be peaceful. That means that you have control over your anger.
I can't control my anger.
Yes, you can. You know how you control your anger? By controlling your mouth and what you say. If you say, I can control my anger, then you have control over yourself because you control your mouth and you control what you think by what you say out your mouth. You understand?
Yes.
Your name is Arabic. And your name means merciful, compassionate, and kind-hearted. See? Rahim is a masculine name of Arabic origin. It means merciful, which means very forgiving. It means compassionate, or it means kind-hearted. That's what your name means.
Yeah, my first
And the root word of your name, the root word is RHM, which is short for Rahim.
But my A and E ain't in there.
Because the reason why the A and the E not in there is because those are vowels. Anytime they breaking down a word, they always break down a word by the root words.
By the vowels?
Yeah, so anytime you trying to break down a word, you remove the vowels out of it and you look at the root of the word, which are the actual alphabetic symbols that aren't vowels. A, E, I, O, and U are the vowels. And so when you remove all the vowels, you have the root of any word. So the root of your name is RHM because we remove the vowels out. And RHM is an Arabic symbol for merciful, compassionate, and kind-hearted. And that's what your name means. And that's who you are. You are merciful, which means you're forgiving. Mm-hmm. It means that you're kind-hearted, and that means you're very compassionate. And those are very good traits to have as a young man. And the devil doesn't have those traits. So your name is not associated with the devil. Your name is associated with the characteristics of God.
The one that made us all. Right, son?
Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm. But if you put my whole name, Washington Brown Jr., like, can you see what Washington Brown Jr. means?
Mm-hmm. I can. We get your haircut together first.
They're probably my husband too.
Say again.
But the white stuff runs on my hair.
Mm-hmm. It just rest out. We'll make sure we wash it for you, okay?
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Do I have a girlfriend?
Mm-hmm.
I have a young lady that I like.
Who?
Who?
Mm-hmm.
She's in Atlanta. She's a really sweet person.
Like me?
Mm-hmm.
Like me?
Like you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you guys are different. You know, you're a guy and you're compassionate. She's a girl and compassionate. You know?
I can be nice and sometimes mad.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Can you lean your head forward so I can get the back of your head?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, she's a really nice person.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Because my mommy was nice too. I think my grandmother said my mom passed in 21.
21? Here, sit up nice and tall. There you go. Lean all the way forward. There you go. You gotta get back here.
I think I was 41 when I passed.
41 when she passed?
Because
Sorry.
I was 4 years old when I passed.
You was 4?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to hear that. It's tough losing a parent.
Mm-hmm.
I lost my dad when I was young. Probably about your right around your same age when I lost my dad when I was little. It hurt pretty bad. I didn't see him no more and I loved him.
That's how I watched my stepdad.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I didn't even like my stepdad anyways.
Well, you grow to love people. People begin to grow on you when they begin to treat you good, you know?
Him said to go west. He went to go get the milk and never came back.
You want to get the milk and never came back?
Yes.
Well, God has an interesting way of keeping people in your life that need to be there and removing people that don't.
That's why he never came back with the milk.
I don't know if that's not the reason why he never came back. All I can say is, remember I said this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
God has a way of keeping people in your life that need to be there and removing people that don't. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah. But my daddy named me the devil since he made a junior, I the junior. My daddy named me the devil since my name was I see a little bit here in the plate.
Why do you say his name mean the devil?
Cause that was him. That was when you look up Washington Brown, Levante, Senior. Me.
The only name that means the devil is the name the devil. Okay?
Yeah.
That's the only name that means the devil.
God's him the devil. That makes sense because his name is the devil. Right, son?
Hmm?
His name, that do make sense because his name means the devil.
Yeah, the name of the devil is the only name. The only person's name is the devil is the person whose name is the devil. Devil. And the word devil means to deveil. Deveil.
Who do you know?
The devil.
That
The
his
devil's name means to deveil. To take off the veil.
Do the devil have vowels in his name?
A E and a E and an I. And when you take away the E and the I, you only have DVL.
But Jesus,
It has an E and it has a U.
and if you take away the E and the U, they're going to make Jesus.
J S. Take away the E and the U, you have JSS. So then you look at the root words JSS and DVL. Two totally different names.
But what? How many vowels the devil have?
How many vowels? E and I.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
So Christ is not his last name. Christ is part of his character. The Christ means the anointed one. And Christ originally came from the word Christ, KHRST. Those are the ascended masters that have control over their Lord, over their lower self, over their impulses. You understand what I'm saying? When you have control over your lower impulses, you have control over your lower self. You are emanating the character of Christ, ambulance. You are emulating the character of Christ when you control your lower urges. When you have control over the lower part of your spinal cord, the lower part of yourself.
John.
Yeah.
When I'm in gym, I feel something touched my back, and then I turn around and nothing do. I think that my mommy ever gone touching me.
You think so?
Yes.
Well, there are what you call ancestors that watch over and guide us. A lot of them are good.
A lot of them is bad.
I said a lot of them are good.
And
the reason why I said a lot of them are good is because a lot of the ancestors that we have are good. And they try to help you.
Like my mom would try to help me in dodgeball?
Well, she might not have been trying to help you necessarily in dodgeball. She might have just been trying to help you, period, to realize something while you were playing dodgeball.
Oh, cause I was wearing tight shoes. I think my shoes was untied. That's why I did that.
It could have been your divine angel. Not your mom. Could have been your divine angel. God give everybody an angel to watch over all of us while we're here.
Why us? Why we live in heaven?
The reason why he gives us angels to watch over us while we're here is to help us make good decisions while we're here. It's almost like you being a big brother and helping your sister make a good decision while you're here.
The youngest child?
Say again?
The youngest child. I used to be the baby child, but not
Now you're the oldest?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're the big brother. Sorry.
Because the middle child, mom took him away from me.
Sorry about that.
Because my daddy put his hand on her.
You don't have to tell all your business, okay? You hear me? You don't have to tell all your business. But I understand, okay? Whenever you have a tough decision to make, always ask God to help you make it, okay? Say, God, help me make a good decision. And He'll help you.
Because our dad, not even heaven.
Remember what your name means? What's it mean?
That means I let Jesus.
What three words did it mean? That we read? RHM? Remember? You forgot? Merciful?
Merciful.
You remember the other two names that it means? Kind, kind-hearted, and compassionate. That's what your name means.
But you guys have to put my whole name. Why Brown Jr.?
Oh, you gotta look it up.
Do you remember Martin Luther King Jr.?
Yeah, I used to listen to his speeches when I was little. I had to play him in a play one time and say his speech when I was little.
John, guess what?
What?
I have a play come out at the end of the school year.
So you have a play at the end of the school year?
Yeah, at the high school by my school.
Oh,
Do you
cool.
think you can come?
Let me know what day it is. I'll try my best to make it.
I'm gonna be at the high school with a Life Academy.
Okay.
My phone is
Hold your head up so I can make your line straight, okay?
Okay. John, do the mailman always come here?
Say it again?
The mailman.
Is he out there now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is someone give you mail?
Yeah.
What car you drive?
Ankle Express.
What do we start with?
My shoes right here that I got on my feet. Now this is the razor line, okay? You gotta hold still, all right? Hold perfectly still, okay? This is called a razor line. This is a razor. Be very still. Put your head up. A lot of older guys like the razor line because it makes their lining real crisp because it takes away the other hairs that's on the forehead. So that way all you see is the line what we landed you with. A lot of guys don't know on their forehead is a lot of little small tiny hairs, and so the reason why they get the razor line is to remove those small tiny hairs so that way the natural hairline sticks out more. Now, I want you to see what I'm talking about. I want you to hold the mirror and take a look at it. You see the difference?
Mm-hmm.
See how sharp it made it?
Mm-hmm.
That's a razor line. That's why the razor line normally costs extra than just a regular line. You ready to get your hair shampooed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But son, I really wanted my